warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fahman Tardi Karim from TI 23I. I will explain about mid-test essay about algorithm and data structure. The first one is data structure. What is data structure? A data structure is defined as a particular way of storing and organizing data in our devices to use data efficiently and effectively. Data structure uh, divided to many things. The first one is array, string, linked list, matrix, stack, queue, heap, hash, tree data structure, binary tree, and graph data structure. And the other one is what are algorithm? Informally, an algorithm is nothing but a mention of steps to solve a problem. They are usually a solution. In computer programming terms, an algorithm is a set of well-defined instructions to solve a particular program. It takes a set of inputs and produces the desired output. The algorithm is expressed in the form first description, two flowchart, third pseudocode. To check two numbers, the first one is take two number input, the second one add number using the operator, and the third one display the result. And there are qualities of a good algorithm. The first one, input and output should be defined precisely. Second one, each step in the algorithm should be clear and unambiguous. Third one, algorithm should be most effective among many different ways to solve a problem. And the last one, an algorithm shouldn't include a computer code. Instead, the algorithm should be written in such a way that it can be used in different programming language. The example is this one, a two number entered by the user. The other one, and find the factorial of n. Nah, why learn data structure and algorithm? FVNC, data structure and algorithm, or we can say it DSA, is combined by data structure and algorithm. And that's all from me from this. Thank you. And now I will explain about data structure and types of data structure. What are data structure? Data structure is a storage that is used to store and organize data. It is a way of arranging data on a computer so that it can be accessed by and updated efficiently. Depending on your requirement and project, it is important to choose the right data structure for your project. For example, if you want to store data sequentially in the memory, then you can go for the array data structure. This is array data structure representation. Note, data structure. Data structure and data types are slightly different. Data structure is the collection of data types arranged in specific order. And there's two types of data structure. The first one is linear data structure. The second one is non-linear data structure. Linear data structure. In linear data structure, the elements are arranged in the sequence one after the other. Such elements are arranged in particular order. They are easy to implement. However, when the complexity on the program increases, the linear data structure might not be the best choice because of the operational complexities. And then there is first array data structure. In an array, elements in memory are arranged in continuous memory. All the elements of an array are of the same type, and the type of element that can be stored in the form of arrays in this is determined by the programming language. An array with each element represented by index. Second, stack data structure. In stack data structure, elements are stored in the LIFO principle, LIFO. That is, the last element stored in the stack will be removed first. It works just like a pile of plates, where the last plate kept on the pile will be removed first. In a stack, operation can be performed only from one end, top here. The third one, queue data structure. Unlike stack, the queue data structure works in the FIFO principle, where first element stored in the queue will be removed first. It works just like a queue of people in the ticket counter, where the first person queue will get the ticket first. Fourth one is linked list data structure. In linked list data structure, data elements are connected through a series of nodes, and each node contains the data item and address to the next node. And then there's the other one, non-linear data structure. Unlike linear data structure, elements in nonlinear data structure are not in any sequence. Instead, they are arranged in a hierarchical manner where one element will be connected to one or more element. Nonlinear data structure are further divided into graph and tree-based data structure. First, graph data structure. In graph data structure, each node is called vertex and each vertex is connected to other vertical through edge. Second, trees data structure. Similar to a graph, a tree is also a collection of vertices and edge. Vertices and edge. However, in tree data structure, there can only be one edge between two vertices. Linear versus nonlinear data structure. In linear data structure, the data items are arranged in sequential order one after the other. And in nonlinear data structure, the data items are arranged in non-sequential order and hierarchical manner. Why data structure? Knowledge about data structure help you understand the working of each data structure, and based off that you can select the right data structure for your project. This help you with memory and time efficient. And now is linked list data structure. What is linked list data structure? A linked list is a linear data structure that includes a series of connected nodes. Here, each node stores data and the address of the next node. Example, you have to start somewhere, so we give the address of the first node as a special name called head. Also, the last node in the linked list can be identified because in the next version point to null. Linked list can be of multiple types, singly, doubly, and circular linked list. There's a representation of linked list. Let's see how each node of the linked list is represented. Each node consists a data item and an address of another node. Understanding the structure of a linked list node is the key of having a grasp on it. Each struct node has a data item and a pointer to another struct node. If you didn't understand any of the line above, all you need is a refresher on pointer and structs. What is the benefit of linked list data structure? The power of a linked list comes from the ability to break the chain and rejoin it. Example, if you wanted to put an element 4 between 1 and 2, the step would be first, create a new struct node and allocate memory to it. 2. Add its data value as 4. 3. Point its next pointer to the struct node containing 2 as the data value. 4. Change the next pointer of 1 to the node we just created. Doing something similar in array will have required shifting the position of all the subsequent elements. Linked list utility. Lists are one of the most popular and efficient data structure, with implementation in every programming language like C, C++, Python, Java, and C. Apart from that, linked lists are a great way to learn how pointer work. By practicing how to manipulate linked lists, you can prepare yourself to learn more advanced data structure like graph and trees. There are four linked list applications. The first, dynamic memory allocation. Second, implemented in stack and queue. 3. In undo functionality of software. 4. Hash tables and graphs. Linked list operation. First, traversal. It's for access each element of the linked list. Second, insertion. Adds a new element to the linked list. Third, deletion. Remove the existing list. Fourth, search. Find a node in linked list. 5. Sort. Sort the node of the linked list. There are things to remember about linked list. Head point to the first node of the linked list. Next pointer of the last node is null. So if the next core node is null, we have reached the end of the linked list. In all of the example, we will assume that linked list has 3 nodes, 1, 2, 3 with node structure. Traverse a linked list. Displaying the content of linked list is very simple. We keep moving the temp node to the next one and display its content. When temp is null, we know that we have reached the end of the linked list, so we get out of the while loop. And there is stack data structure. What is stack data structure? A stack is a linear data structure that follows the principle of last in first out, or LIFO. This means the last element inserted inside the stack is removed first. For example, you can think of the stack structure as the pile of plate on top of another. Here you can put a new plate on top and remove the top plate. And if you want to plate at the bottom, you must first remove all plate on the top. This is exactly how the stack data structure works. LIFO principle of stack. In programming terms, putting an item on top of the stack is called push, and removing an item is called pop. In the above image, although item 3 was kept last, it was removed first. This is exactly how the LIFO principle works. In what programming language? We can implement a stack in any programming language like C, C++, Java, Python, or C, but the specification is pretty much the same. Basic operation of the stack. There are some basic operations that allow us to perform different actions on a stack. First, push is to add an element to the top of the stack. Second, pop, remove an element from the top of the stack. Third is empty, check if the stack is empty. Fourth is full, to check if the stack is full. And the fifth is pick, to get the value of the top element without removing it. Stack time complexity. For the array-based implementation of a stack, the push and pop operation take constant time. For example, O bracket 1. Application of stack data structure. Although stack is a simple data structure to implement, it is very powerful. The most common use of stacks are to reverse a word, put all the letter in stack and pop them out. Because of the leaf order of stack, you will get the letter in reverse order. Second, in compilers, compiler use the stack to calculate the value of expression like 2 plus 4 divided by 5 times 2 bracket 7 minus 9 by converting the expression to the prefix or postfix form. In browsers, the back button in browsers save all the URL you have visited previously in the stack. Each time you visit a new page, it added to the top of the stack. When you press the back button, the current URL is removed, stack in the previous URL is accessed. Stack in Python. And now, queue data structure. What is queue data structure? A queue is a useful data structure in programming. It is similar to the ticket queue outside a cinema hall, where the first person entering the queue is the first person who gets the ticket. Queue follow the first in, first out FIFO rule. The item that goes in first is the item that comes out first. This is the example. In the above image, science 1 was kept in the queue before 2. It is the first to be removed from the queue as well. It followed the FIFO rule. And in programming terms, putting items in the queue is called enqueue, and removing item from the queue is called dequeue. Basic operation of queue. A queue is an abstract data structure, ADT, that allows the following operation. First, enqueue is to add an element to the end of the queue. The second is dequeue, is to remove an element from the front of the queue. Third one is empty, is to check if the queue is empty. Fourth one is full, is to check if the queue is full. The fifth one is pick, get the value of the front of the queue without removing it. The working of queue. Two pointer front and rear. Second, front, track the first element of the queue. Third, rear, track the last element of the queue. And the last, initially, set value in front and rear to -1. For the enqueue operation, is to check if the queue is full. For the first element, set the value of front to 0. The third, increase the rear index by 1. And add the new element in the position pointed to by here. The queue operation check if the queue is empty. Return the value pointed by front, increase the front index by 1, and for the last element, reset the values on front and rear to -1. The example is like this. Example in Python. And there's limitation of queue. After a bit of enqueuing and dequeuing, the size of the queue has been reduced, and we can only add index 0 and 1 only when the queue is reset, or when all elements have been dequeued. After rear reach the last index, if we can store extra element in the empty space between 0 and 1, you can make use of the empty space. This is implemented by a modified queue called the circular queue. Complexity analysis. The complexity of NQ and DQ operation in NQ using an array is all bracket 1. If you use pop bracket n in Python code, then the complexity may be all bracket n depending on the position of the item to be popped. Application using Q. There is CPU scheduling or descheduling. Second, when data is transferred synchronously between two processes, the queue is used for synchronization. For example, I/O buffers, pipes, file I/O, etc. Third is handling of interrupts in real-time system. And the fourth, call center phone system use queue to help people calling them in order.